Oh, I thought these was the ones with the noise. These must just be the cheap ones. Anyway, hey y'all. Hey y'all. Happy New Year. A few things have passed since I've been waiting on this show to drop another episode. So, happy holidays to you. Happy New Year to you. And I just had a birthday. I will be uploading that birthday video after this one. But welcome back. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will be recapping Married to Medicine, Season 10, Episode 8. I think the title to it, Take a Napper. And quiet as it's kept, that's what I heard everybody had to do, was take a nap. Because my mama and my sister hated it. So they didn't want to talk about it because they know I got to review it anyway. So hopefully I can keep up with it. These girls is really making it hard for me to actually keep doing this because they annoy me so much. And especially with what's going on with Dr. Jackie. So it's like, I really don't care to watch it right now. But start something, you gotta finish it. So good evening to you. So like I said, this is episode 8, Take a Napper. Let's get into it. 3 minutes and 8 seconds into this, they are back talking about quad. And it's Jackie and Heavenly right now. The oldest in the group. It's giving jealousy. And I don't like that for y'all. So Heavenly and Jackie are talking over breakfast, and after they finished discussing quad, they moved on to something that was more relevant, which was Heavenly's daughter, Alora. She's graduating from high school, and she has decided to be okay with her going to FAMU. And they joke on her trapping daddy, and she goes on to say, well, if you come from the hood and you know your boyfriend about to graduate and become a doctor, what you supposed to do? Trap daddy. And then she's gonna cut all that out. I'm just playing. No, you were serious. You were serious. But, you know, years later, y'all still married. So that's all that matters. And we had to keep them. So they getting ready to go on this little spa day. Y'all, why Heavenly done walked in and her wig was slipping back? That's all I had to come in and say. I could care less about the conversation that's going on right now. But it was Toya walking up to her friend like, girl, you need to pull that up. Come on in the bathroom. That was real of her. She said, you not finna be looking like that in front of these cameras, girl. Come here. I am all for trying new things when you are vacationing. And, you know, that's part of being a tourist or whatever. But I'm not interested in a mud bath. And then the first thing they do when they walk in there, what's that smell? There's no such thing as clean mud. I'm just saying. I just feel like it might be something in it. That's just me. Now, y'all could comment down below if I'm wrong, if there's a place where you can buy clean mud. I mean, I'm not interested, but, you know, it'd be nice to know that information, I guess, so that I'm not telling people that you can't buy clean mud. Me personally, I just assume something's in it. But anywho, they say it's stinking there, so. It literally said it smelled like a fart. I am not getting in that.
One eternity later.
And besides, this episode of Married to Medicine is called Take a Napper. So I'm only doing what they told me to do. Watch this stuff laying down. So let's want to join. So we pick back up, and it's Sweet Tea with Jackie and Heavenly. And they are eating outside in the vineyard. And they're eating charcuterie boards. And Sweet Tea was like, I used to call it a coochie board. And Jackie's like, oh my gosh, this place is so peaceful. Don't mess it up with your jibber jabber. Basically, like shutting her down. Like, I mean, it was a joke. At the end of the day, she clearly knows it's not a coochie board. And Sweet Tea in her confessional was like, these women are close to my grandmother's age. They're so out of touch. Yeah, their idea of fun is not yours, baby. It's not. Which I see why you got to take a couple of shots to deal with them. Like, you probably would have more fun with the guys, but they wouldn't want you around their men, even if you married or not. It's just the type of women they are. But needless to say, I'm bored. And my name is Xtra.Lrg.SweetTea. So I feel you, Sweet Tea. I know you bored too. I know you bored. Probably more bored than I am watching y'all. I'm trying to finish this video, y'all. It is like pulling teeth. Alicia was taught she was raised in a single parent household. And she was taught at an early age that you do not need a man. And, you know, Phaedra is agreeing with her. And here come Toya. She's like, but you know, as a grown woman, that you do. Like, not all the time, but I need a man. Yes and no. Need to make babies. All the other stuff you should be able to do on your own. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't need a man, but having a man to me is not a necessity. Establishing independence and being able to take care of yourself is a necessity. Then whatever man comes along is just extra. It's a bonus. And then if you get the type of man that likes to provide and tells you, hey, you don't have to do X, Y, and Z, great. But that's not all men, and that's not all situations. So with that being said, you do for yourself. That's what you need, is to be able to do for yourself. Then when that man comes along, smooth sailing. But Toya also is the woman that plays tennis all day and gets the kids off the school bus. I mean, she cooks and cleans too. So, I guess in her situation, she does need a man. Or her man. She needs her man. That's all I'm saying about it. So, Eugene and Cecil are discussing the dynamic between Alicia and her husband, because he's very headstrong. Both of them are African. I want to say he's from Nigeria. I'm not mistaken. I'll put the correct location if I'm wrong. So I don't really like to touch on stuff like that because different cultures have different ways of doing things. So if their family or Their culture recognizes certain things that are routine for their families. I'm not going to speak on that because I'm African American. So I have American customs versus, African. So I'm not going to speak on that. But they're speaking on it heavily, might I add. And making a few jokes too, which I won't repeat. Because I don't know how well they're going to go over. If they're going to, laugh it off hee at the reunion, or if they're going to be pissed about it. So with that being said, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. But yeah, that's what they talking about. These women are in Phaedra's face talking about marriage. And Phaedra flat out said, when you at a certain income, marriage is a little dangerous. Basically saying she ain't marrying nobody with less than her again. She saw how that happened, what worked out for her, it didn't work out. She went through a whole lot in public, in the public eye. Excuse me, I'm eating breakfast. With Apollo ass. So she don't want to do that again. And they're talking about, the kids gonna leave you. She said, okay. Kids grow up, they leave the house.
New year,
Talking about, but you're gonna be by yourself. Phaedra said, I'm not lonely. One thing that I've had to learn, and most women need to learn, be okay by yourself. Be comfortable with yourself so that you can be alone and you not feel lonely. Self-love. Work on that self-love. I'm doing it. Therapy is available, ladies and gentlemen. Work on that self-love so that you can be by yourself and not feel like a relationship has to complete you. A partner has to complete you. A marriage has to complete you. Hell, even kids. You have to feel complete in order to give that type of love to that person. It don't need to just come from them. They don't need to have that responsibility of making sure you're complete and whole. That's your individual responsibility.
Message.
So the ladies are at dinner. Toya asked them to wear a color that represents which wine that they favor the most, I guess, white or red. We gonna skip all that. The waitress comes over and asks them what they want to drink. Simone ordered a cocktail. She said, I'm sick of wine. Bring on the cocktail. Cause that would be me. Well, hell, sweet tea was me the whole time. I would have had me a cocktail. You just want to know. That's actually water, but y'all get my drift. These women are talking about having sex while pregnant. And Toya says that Eugene didn't want to do it because he felt like he was putting his bodily fluids on top of the baby head. Eugene is a doctor. So you know that it's not touching it. The baby is within a sac. Okay? So if your swimmers, now granted, I know they can get into an egg, but to get into a sac, I don't think you got little swimmers like that. Like, I don't, Michael Phelps swimmers.
Much later.
Y'all, so now I'm on the exercise bike. I literally have to do everything just to stay up and watch this boring ass shit. So I am still on episode Take a Napper. It's been 2-3 maybe a whole month at this point, and have not finished this episode because these ladies are literally driving me up the wall, like up the wall. Like, I cannot. I'm attempting to finish it. I say, well, let me go ahead and get on the bike so I can work out while I'm watching it. At least, you know, I have to work out. So if I have to do something, then I'll do it. And I might as well watch this while I have to do something in order for me to get finished with it. I watched another reviewer named Isaiah. I can't think of his last name, but really huge presence on TikTok, Instagram. He reviews like all of the Love and Hip Hops, the Now That's TV, Zeus Network, BET, like our reviews. So I wasn't by myself because he even stopped reviewing this season because it irritated him just that much. So I'm not by myself, but I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, I'm gonna just do it when I'm working out, so that way it has to get done. I treat both the same. I treat this like a mental workout while I'm doing a physical workout. And I'm good to go. And I'm still at this damn dinner table. And every time I go to the recording, it says 50 minutes left, 53 minutes left, 58 minutes left. Like, I almost feel like I'm losing time. I don't like how. We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish and I'm gonna get back to y'all. Y'all, they done found a way to bring up Quiet again at this dinner table. Talking about she had to have known that this was coming. All right, leave it alone. Y'all dragging it. Just like y'all dragging this season out. We ready for it to be over. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. I'm over it. Toya hair falling out. She done asked Eugene to help her clip on tracks. Are you really a significant other if you're not helping a black woman with her hair? I'm just saying. Especially when she asks you now. You ain't gotta just walk up on me and just like, fuck it, get it. But if you say, baby, let me fix that. It's some out of place. Please do. Please. I'm a representation of you at the end of the day.
Message.
I go out as myself, but I go out as your significant other. So don't you want me to look right? He said it ain't my favorite thing to do, but he went ahead and grabbed the little headset with the the little minor headset with the light on it. He came prepared. So Emily and her daughter are having a conversation, and she said, Mom, something's been on my mind that I think you should fix, and that's the relationship with your sister. And Heavenly and her sister didn't get along when they were kids. They did a lot of arguing and stuff, and they kind of just like expanded throughout their adulthood. And Heavenly's like, I'm 52 years old. If it hasn't happened by now, then, you know, it's just not gonna happen. We don't know how much time we have. And when it comes to immediate family members, mom, dad, siblings, grandparents, those relationships, we try to hold on to. Now, everybody's situation and upbringing is different. Some people weren't raised around grandparents, parents, siblings. Some people were adopted. Some people foster care, all of that. Those situations are just extraordinary situations. But if you actually grew up around your siblings, grew up with your parents, grew up with your grandparents, and y'all might have disagreements, work out. Work it out. Work it out. Or attempt to try. Once you try, if it don't work, it don't work. But you try it. versus just saying, oh, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm not going to do it. That's not a good way. At least try. So Sweet Tea is at she went to see a gynecologist specialist who Dr. Simone referred her to, and she just got news that she may have endometriosis and she has fibroids. I too have fibroids, so everything that she's telling her is like hitting home for me, because I had to receive that same news, and to receive that news at 30 something, it's definitely eye-opening and very it's a lot to take in, to hear that you have fertility issues and there's nothing that you could do about it. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing you could do about it, but nothing you could have did to prevent it. There is some things that you can do about it. She mentioned that she would probably have to get surgery, and I wish her all the best with the baby making journey. I will be on my own baby making journey soon. So this part right here, the actual medicine part, I love about this show. And the specialists. So yeah, we all know how important that is. So yeah, I wish Sweet Tea the best with all her journey, and any other woman that's out there that's trying to get pregnant and don't know what's going on, or don't know why it's not happening for you. Just go get things checked out and figure out your options, while you're still young and you have those options. That's why I say I'll be starting my baby making journey soon, because as you all know, I just turned 33. So I'm going to be trying soon. I gave myself 35. If I don't end up in another relationship and we're happy, we're in love, and we're trying for a baby, 35, I'm going to go ahead and have my eggs extracted and start a very long, expensive process. Whether it be to, well, I ain't gonna tell y'all all of that, because when I actually start the process, y'all will be there with me. So I'm not gonna give you the play-by-play. You're gonna see. Y'all gonna be right there with me at every appointment. So yeah, those are some things that's coming up in my future. But let's get back to Married to Medicine. Y'all, we finally made it to the end of Take a Napper. And when I say I took a napper for a whole month because of this boring ass show, well, I ain't gonna say that. I had other stuff going on too, and I apologize for that, y'all. But most of it is this show. This show was so goddamn boring, I didn't even want to turn it back on and give y'all the goddamn review. But we're here. I started something, I'm gonna finish it. God damn it. Take a Napper is done. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Boring ass episode. Whew. So we ended with Letitia getting those news, and she had to call Dr. Gregory. Y'all know I like to say Dr. Gregory. They had to call Dr. Gregory and give him the news, and he was very supportive and letting her know, things are going to be okay. We're going to stay prayed up. We're going to stay positive, and things are going to happen for us that are meant to happen for us, to us. Whatever. So I love that he is being supportive. He's being the supportive husband. I love that. That is something that Letitia did tell him, that I want to give you since the very beginning, so I understand why she's in her feelings. Not only is it happening to her, but she's fresh in her marriage. and both of them want a kid. So I know she really wants to give that to her husband, and most women do, if not all. Most women want to give their spouse an offspring. I would love to be able to do that one day as well. So that is why I'm taking the necessary steps so that I will be able to. Women, you're not by yourselves. If you are dealing with fibroids and cysts and anything like that, you are not by yourselves. It's more common than we would like it to be, but it is very common. So when my nurse and my doctor told me what was going on with me, I had the same exact sentiments. Felt a little down for a few days, but that's okay. But don't stay down for too long. Immediately grasp the opportunities that are there for you while you can. It is so much easier to digest when you get the news early and you can take the necessary steps you need to take to get the situation fixed versus waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then that window, that biological clock has timed out, that window has closed. So that is why at 33, I'm thinking about my options because my window is closing. Yes, you have women that, get pregnant and conceive at 40-something, 45, 46, even 50. Some people have been 50 carrying their child. But every woman is different. So find out now, find out soon. If you would like to have a kid, it's much easier to digest and to find out relatively early. So, ladies, get your exams done. If you don't have any insurance, find a little free clinic. And if you let them know that you haven't had an exam in a while, they will give it to you, regardless of insurance or not. They will work that out because, well, in most areas. I'm not going to say all areas, but definitely do your research, Google, and we will get through this together, ladies. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, commenting, subscribing, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout the years. We have made it to 10K subscribers, y'all. Clap it up for yourselves. Y'all did this. Y'all did this. I didn't do it. Y'all did it. Thank you so much. I thank y'all so much for paying my bills. I really do. But no, seriously, thank you so much for being part of the Sweet Tea gang. I love you all. And until next time, I'm going to be pumping these Married to Medicine reviews out because I am behind 4 episodes. So I will be getting this out to you. Got to get it out. So hopefully it won't take as long as take a napper, because I really did take a nap. Like I was in a coma. But we're here now, and hopefully the season picks up. Bye.